what is going on YouTube? My name is Andrew, aka the Black Dragon. This is Black Dragon Studios, and we're back with another episode of Doomsday Last Survivors. In today's episode, we're going to be getting into, this is the ultimate farm tutorial. If you didn't watch part 1, go back and watch that now. I highly suggest that you do that if you're trying to follow along the series. If not, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. I just want to take a quick moment here to say to the new subscribers, thank you guys very much. I really appreciate you guys' support, and yeah, we'll see you all in the video. Okay, so it looks here like I just literally, we're still on day 1 technically, even though I haven't logged into this account for a couple of days. I want to do everything on video for you guys. So I want you to know that it is possible to get your stronghold to level 15 in just 3 days of games played. I'm going to show you guys how to do that in today's video without any stress whatsoever. So the first thing I'm going to do when I sign in is I'm going to click and I'm going to collect. I'm just going to start collecting. That's the name of the game, right? To go ahead and just collect. We're going to go over here. Nora needs to be healed. She's complaining, so let's go ahead and get her that vaccine. Let's see if we can do this next level here and open up some more of this stronghold. So we're still using the same characters as we were in the first video, and we'll probably get some new characters today. I'm hoping to unlock Cynthia Calamity today, although there's no guarantees that we do that. That's just a goal. We do have 8 out of 10 fragments right now, which is pretty good. I don't want to spend too much time on the gameplay though itself. I actually want to show you guys just the general stuff, you know, just the general stuff. You guys can figure out most of this stuff yourself. I just nearly dodged a bullet. I just nearly dodged another one there. The trick with these red things is to start, I think I just screwed up, to shoot them early so that they do explode nice and early for you. But y'all, if you're building a farm, you should already know how to play this game mode. It ain't that hard, dude. Just gotta be smart. That's really the name of the game. That's it, dude. So we just got that. Now we're gonna pick up this next antidote here for Nora, and this time I'll choose a less scantily clad area. Let's do the mouth. We'll unlock the mouth. And there you go. Now you can talk. So let's go. We're going to go and we're going to see how many levels we can do. Just with the team that we've got built here, this isn't a very good team. I don't suspect that we'll get very far, but we can try. No harm in trying. The less resources I have to spend on these heroes, the better. So the more content we can get through with just these heroes, the better. But I imagine we'll have to be spending some resources today at the very least. So I'm prepared for it. Prepare, that's another tip I guess I could give to you guys. Prepare to be willing to invest a little bit of resources into your brand new farm with one of your current accounts, whether it be your other farm that you've already got going or your main account. Doesn't matter. Expect to invest about 100 million of each resource into your farm if you want to get it up and going quickly. But once it gets up and going, that 100 million pays for itself very quickly. So no worries there. They went ahead and made this bonus game super easy. Just dragging the character basically and making sure that it's aimed at the right spot. So making sure that we're not getting hit by the red spot there. Another one's coming there. We're going to move over here and move over here. Not much to this game. This guy's almost dead. Looks like a pretty insane individual if you were to meet that thing in real life on top of a building. I would be unloading the clip on him as well. So let's see here. Search map I see. And we unlocked another area. So I'll click that. What's this here? We got the survivors camp. Okay. Interesting that they would make you unlock the survivors camp so early, but they don't let you unlock special teams for the survivor camp until later in the game. Much later in the game, actually. I still haven't unlocked them on my level 20 farm, if that says anything about how long it takes to unlock survivor teams. Actually, I think I just unlocked them. If I'm not mistaken, I unlocked them as soon as I unlocked my T4s, if I remember correctly. It was just like literally like 2 or 3 days ago that I remember unlocking my survivor teams. So basically what they are is just like, let's say for example, Charlie, Samuel, and Edward, right? They can all be your survivor camp heroes, and then you put heroes that you unlock through the rescues with them and get stat bonuses, whether it be, you know, rider attack or rider HP. Anyway, we're not going to spend too much time talking about that because honestly, this is not meant to be a gameplay tutorial. Some of you may be finding this as, you know, suitable as a gameplay tutorial. but it's just a general guide in terms of gameplay tutorial. I'm not really getting into specifics a whole lot. I may do a video on Survivor Camp one of these days, but honestly, dude, it's pretty self-explanatory. Once you get in there and actually see what the requirements are, it's really not that much to learn and figure out. So that, much like pretty much anything else in this game, honestly, these games are made for, you know, people to just chill out and enjoy their time off, right? Enjoy their time on break or time traveling, or if you're me, just enjoying time sitting around the house gaming. So they're not meant to confuse people. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to play this game, right? Although it does help in the math department. I'm sure it would. But we have tricks to get around all that stuff. Okay, and this pertains to only new players right now for the next 17 days. So from August 8th, 2025 to August 30th, 2025. I will leave an invitation code for only new players. This is only new players that are playing the game of Doomsday Last Survivors. If you want to download the game right now using my code and then make a purchase, any purchase at all in the Gold Mall, I may receive a reward for you doing so, okay? So I'm going to leave this link in the description, and you guys can go ahead and do that anytime you feel free. Can we get this barrel? No, we can't. Whoa, we could have. If I had just stayed there and trusted that I was going to get it, I would have got it. But yeah, I don't... Like, here's the thing, dude. The amount of time that it's going to take me to actually get 3 days game played the way I want to get it played, okay, we're not going to win this. I got to just jump out here. So yeah, we need to strengthen the crew here really quickly. Oh, I got another one. Okay, so we're going to fully... Okay. All right. We're going to unlock her. I got to admit, dude, I'm not going to lie to you guys. She is smoking. She is smoking. I don't know what they did with her, but she went from this, like, weird-ass, random-looking hero to this smoking hot model. So, just in that, like, in her actual hero picture, I kind of like this one better than the legendary version, if I'm being honest with you. I like her hair better. I like her shirt better. I like her chest better. I like everything better, man. Anyways, enough about her. I don't know why they made her the central focus of this game, dude. She doesn't even do anything in the game later on. She's good for research. I will give her that. She gives you 15% research speed when fully unlocked. Alright, now it's gonna... Oh, wait. We definitely want to do... Okay, they've already completed that. They haven't changed the mark, so I'm just going to do a random donation so that I can get my donation in before I sign out of this account. The amount of time that it would take me to actually get 3 days played in terms of YouTube video time would probably be a lot, if I'm being completely honest with you. I decided to do this because we kind of have a lot of downtime right now, and there's honestly not a whole lot of other content to be covering at the moment. I figured this was probably a great time to do it, so I'm not really concerned about the amount of time that it's going to take to do this. Now, look at this right off the bat. We already got tons of resources here just for being in the Alliance, and they're in Island Raid right now, so we just got a bunch of free resources, a bunch of first capture rewards. So this is all very nice. Make sure that you do sign in and delete those mails, or they will fill up. Once you hit a certain amount, I think it's 99, they start getting deleted out of your inbox. So whether you've collected them or not, and you don't collect them if they get deleted before they're collected. So make sure they're getting collected, bro. Anyways, yeah, just click in the red dots here, just your typical everyday. We're already at 2,400 gems, and I think I've got about an hour played on this account. Not too bad if I do say so myself. We got a couple of more search maps here. Do you think we can crack Cynthia Calamity with these 3 search maps? I think we can, honestly. I think we're going to get her not on this pull, but on the next pull. On this pull here. No? Okay, on this one. Oh, we got the 9th fragment. We can't get that last fragment for whatever reason. The game just does not want to give us Cynthia Calamity. Not to worry. We can wait a little longer, I guess, to pick her up and figure out here what to do next. So let's level up the stronghold. So I got to level up my hospital 2 times. If you're wondering what to do, always be focusing on leveling up the stronghold. That is this building right here in the middle. Click level up and then see what it wants you to do. The task here is construction level 20 of 25. So I just have to level up any 5 buildings now. So I'll level up all this stuff that takes no time to level up. That's 3, that's 4, and 5. Now we'll level up the stronghold. And then there's a book here. Collect that XP books. And there's a bunch of stuff here to claim as well. Wants me to level up 1 heroes to level 9. Okay, I'm gonna go level up 1 heroes to level 9 right now. So we'll take Charlie, since he is the GOAT, and we will use his battle manuals. Another benefit to having Charlie is he has his own battle manuals. He's that goated in this game that he literally has his own battle manuals. So we collect more, and just about completing these chapters here, just complete these challenges, make sure that, you know, they get completed, then you'll be able to collect free stuff. Chapter missions, level up 2 heroes to level 9, so I guess we'll do Liam McFadden as well, since he also has his own battle manuals. He's just that guy, so he has those battle manuals. And now we have 2 to level 9. Perform 1 advanced searches at the police station. Well, isn't that funny that I do not have an advanced search, and I'm not going to spend 1,500 gems on an advanced search map. So what does that leave me to do? Well, I could go cry in the corner. That's one of my options. Second option I have is to level up my stronghold again. So I'll go level up the hospital. That's done. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm in the Alliance now. So I did join the Alliance. I think I already mentioned that. But just for those that are wondering, yes, I did join an Alliance. So I'm in an Alliance. And we will get faster construction time because of that. So I'm going to put down this, whatever building that was, the Alliance Center. We're going to level that up. We're going to level it up. Don't worry about over-leveling. It'll always add to your construction level, never take away, and you'll never have to add more to the construction level than is already needed. Meaning, if I have, say, for example, 48 constructions done, but it only required me to do 40 to upgrade the stronghold, well, I might be able to upgrade it 2 times before having to upgrade any more random buildings. But it'll always ask you to do certain buildings. And right now we're just putting down buildings. It's telling us to build this. It's telling us to build that. It's telling us we can construct this, construct that. We'll worry about the layout, the setup afterward. But for now, I'm just focused on getting the buildings down and leveling them up. So we're leveling this up. We're leveling this up. We're leveling this up. You can always check what you need to have leveled up by clicking on the stronghold, clicking level up, clicking construction level, and then checking the recommended ones, the ones with the thumb on them. Tell you which ones need to be leveled up. And most of them are free at the beginning, which makes it super easy to do this tutorial. We're just doing free level ups right now. You'll definitely want to get those free level ups done as quickly as possible, because then your buildings can start producing more stuff more quickly. So regardless of the fact that it takes a little bit longer to do it this way, might want to do a couple extra levels and then go level up your stronghold. Done. Do we want this for 500 gems? Is it worth it? Is it worth a 2 times Q pack for this? I would say no. And you'll wonder why I declined that offer. Well, I'm going to tell you why. It's not necessary. I got up to a level 20 stronghold with just 1 construction queue in less than 2 weeks. So it is possible, folks. Wants us to upgrade our infantry barracks, so we're pretty much just upgrading, you know, casually upgrading, nothing serious. Constructing this, constructing that. It wants range barracks here. We're going to have to go, and we are going to have to find some level ups for our characters really quickly here, because we want to get some more area open up so that I can put down more of these buildings. So I think I'm going to have to go level up some of these heroes a little bit more. Okay, and just before we get started into the video, I just wanted to take a take a moment here, because I know I never do this, take a moment just to shout out the Black Dragon Studios store. So it's always listed, like these items are always listed right underneath my video. You'll see them here. Now, most of the profits do not go to me. I gotta be honest with you. I'm only making between $5 and $10 off of each product, but I have designed all this stuff here. And honestly, I think it's pretty cool stuff. I bought some of it for myself, but it is, you know, fairly expensive. So take from that what you will. But there are some pretty cool things here. There's some t-shirts, some Black Dragon Studio merchandise. It's a great way to show support to the Black Dragon Studios YouTube channel, and at the same time get yourself some really cool merchandise like t-shirts, sweaters, coffee mugs, stuff like that. Okay, it's all here, and you'll see the links right underneath the video. You can go browse the store and check out what we got here. All kinds of stuff. Cell phone cases. You know me, I love me a tank top. We got tank tops here. All kinds of stuff. Where's one of my favorite ones? I can't even see it right now. It was the zip up hoodie. This is my favorite one. This is the one that I actually wear in real life, folks. And I can tell you right now that the ones that I have here have actually lasted me for about 2 years. So hit up that store, man. And yeah, that would be like the best way to support the channel, while at the same time getting yourself something worthwhile in the process, right? If you guys do actually end up buying anything from the store, let me know in game and I'll give you a shout out in the videos as well. So that's something you can do. You can also sign up for a channel membership. It's only $5 a month, and it really helps support the YouTube content creators out there that aren't making a lot of money off doing this. We do this pretty much as a full-time job. It's honestly not a full-time job, but we don't make a lot of money to do this. And that's all I'm trying to say. It's a hard knock life out here for your small time YouTube creators. So any little help and support that you guys can offer us, or you know, give back in return for the hundreds and hundreds of hours we put in to make these videos for you guys, the better. So if not, that's cool too. We really appreciate it. I might just rock Edward. I'm considering it. I don't know why. I'm just seriously considering it for whatever reason. I don't know why, but we got him, may as well use him. So we'll take these talents here, and what do we got? We got rage. Let's get some rage, and let's take Edward and do the same thing. Rage, and Liam McFadden, raging it up. All right, so skill, we got more skills to unlock here. That'll help a lot. Did Charlie get any? No. It starts off slow, but once you get those free event rewards, it really starts to snowball your progress. Like, let's go check this and collect this, 2 of these. Okay, so we can do this now. So we got in here to the Hollow Earth event. So for a newbie farm account, the only thing that I would be going for is legendary hero fragments and speed ups in this department here. In this department here, I would be going for resource packs, obviously. Weapon fragments, potentially, so that we can start unlocking some of our farming gear. And training speed ups, I think. That's looking pretty good there. We might want to go with the parts materials, actually, because then we can get squad size increase as well. Start unlocking our hero equipment. Resource packs here. Universal speed ups. Battle manuals, always a great reward. Is there anything else? No. Alright, so that's how I would go about it for the farm. Just crack these open here and see what we get. I do have the game sound turned off, because that's just how I roll, boy. A lot of speed ups there. Got some extra spins there. Got another gun part there. And 1 legendary hero fragment. What did we get here? More stuff. Any search maps? Not yet. Alright. So we got a few things there. This is going to be a little bit of a thing here. Cynthia's training is going to give us some good stuff. All this newbie stuff. Pretty much not even that good, honestly, compared to some of the other rewards. Construct 1 radar station. Alright, so we got the radar station. Alright, so it's telling us about the radar station events now. We got Hilda Files. Cool. I don't know what that is, but okay. A lot of this is just mundane stuff, you know what I mean? But we'll quickly get through all this. I'm just gonna level this up. I'm gonna level all this up. Okay, I get it. I know how to train, dude. I know how to train. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for telling me how to train. Like I don't know what I'm doing. So I just trained 8 ranged troops. Yes, count them 8. I count them on my fingers. I trained 8 ranged troops there. So we are going to level this up some more so that that doesn't ever happen again. And this is going to allow us to maybe train like 20 troops at once. So the barracks is leveled up. Ranged barracks. The police station is leveled up. Let's level that up some more. Because apparently we're not getting very good searches off that at the moment. And if there's one spot I could just buy a darn search map, it would be the store. But honestly, I don't even think I have the store yet. And I can't complete this mission until I unlock the store. So as soon as I get this darn store unlocked, I should have held on to that. So I'm going to recruit this guy with gathering speed 2%. Okay, I'm going to skip the tutorial. I already know. And if you guys don't know how to use the survivor area, well, I'll make a separate video on that at a later time. It's really not that hard at all. I guess the goal for today's video would be to get Cynthia Calamity, but honestly, I don't think we're gonna get Cynthia Calamity for whatever reason. The game just wants to snub me right now. As soon as I get Cynthia Calamity, I can use all of my XP books, all of my stars, everything that I've collected so far, and get this darn girl leveled up so we can complete this mission. But fortunately, we're kind of like paywalled right now at this spot. What's this? Okay, so we got a new section that's opened up here, and I'm hoping one of these rewards involves a search map, an advanced search map, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, we got it. Nice, we got it. So it was at the top there. And am I gonna do ranged again or riders again? I kind of want to do a. I kind of want to start a ranged account if I'm being perfectly honest with you. So I'm gonna start this account. I'm gonna make it a ranged account, even though it gives you Cynthia Calamity for free. I'm still gonna make this a ranged account because that's just the type of guy I am. I just don't care. I have 2 rider accounts. I don't need another rider account. So now we've pretty much unlocked everything, and now I guarantee you Cynthia Calamity is on this pull right here. 100,050%. There she is. So we got the last fragments necessary for Cynthia. After like 3 hours of gameplay, that's pretty quick, honestly, to unlock her, although it felt like an eternity for me. Because I'm on a time crunch here, trying to get this done as quickly as possible here for you guys. So, alright, so we got Cynthia Calamity. Now we can just start boosting her all the way up, and we did reach that, so we're going to need to upgrade the headquarters to level 6, and we will unlock that. Here's a pack here that's actually a very good pack if you're looking to actually buy anything for your main account. This is actually a really good pack. There's 10 legendary hero fragments, a bunch of stars, a bunch of XP books, VIP points, and gems for $4.99 gold. Honestly, just the 10 fragments alone is worth $4.99 gold. It's not even questionable if that's a good deal. That's probably one of the best deals in the game, although I wouldn't buy it for the farm. I'll repeat this one more time, then I probably won't say it again. Don't spend money on your farm. It's really stupid. Not a good idea, because that's money you could be putting into your main account. Every dollar you spend on your farm account, that's never going anywhere. That's never going to do anything. Could have been spent on your main account. So keep it free to play and spend all the money on your main account if you're going to be spending. Unless you just don't care. Then in that case, light your money on fire. But don't say I didn't tell you so. Don't say I didn't warn you. So, Cynthia. So we got some talents here. I would just go down the zombie hunter tree all the way up to here. So work your way up toward that. And then just unlock the full zombie tree after you do that. I don't think we have enough to get there. No, I need 11 points to get there. So I can actually get up to here for now and unlock that. And there's one more point left. There we go. That point is pretty much irrelevant. Now this here, I'm just going to speed it up. I would highly recommend to spend your gems on speed ups to speed up the process of getting your stronghold leveled up. That's the only thing I would spend your gems on at the beginning, is getting your stronghold leveled up. Honestly, dude, that's the only thing I would spend them on. Until you hit a certain level, like until your stronghold's fully maxed, I wouldn't spend your gems on anything else. Honestly, dude. God, you're looking so good in that chair. Oh my god. Alright, let's move away from her. I just clicked on that for no reason at all, and we're gonna go here and just click on all this stuff, claim that, start trial. Now we're gonna start getting Cynthia. Cynthia reaches all these levels. We complete the trials. Okay, this is new. This is new to me. I have to complete this quick because... Okay, yeah, no. This is very new to me. So if I get a certain amount of Cynthia fragments, then it will give me more Cynthia fragments. So it basically wants you to buy Cynthia is what I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing. And of course, you know, you can get Cynthia fragments here. You can get Cynthia fragments here. If you're a new player and this is your main account, then that's actually a very good deal. And I would highly recommend considering that deal, especially if you want to become a rider main. You'll probably never get a better deal than that, honestly, on any hero. You have a monthly pass free trial available. I'll figure that all out later. They're probably going to ask me for credit card. I've done this before. They're going to ask for credit card information and all that stuff. They're going to try to get me on the payroll, right? You got a free trial. Oh yeah, no. What we actually mean is you have a free trial now, but next week you'll pay 100. The next week after that, we'll have you paying 200. They're very good at sucking you in. And they're not going to get me sucked in. They couldn't even get me sucked in, even if I wanted to, because I will never spend money on my farm. So, let's see here. Go back to Cynthia. And is there any skill that I can level up? Right now, I have 6 fragments. I need 10 to level up. And, yeah, well, actually, I can level up Cynthia because I just leveled up the Stronghold. So let's start jacking her leveling up again, and I can only level her up to 18. This is very unfortunate that I can only level her to 18. Okay, so this is a good talent here, Spoils of Battle. So every time you kill a zombie, you're going to be getting resource packs. You need to get this on your main leader hero on all of your marches for your zombie hunting in PvE, and you'll always get free resources every time you kill a zombie. And you always want the zombie hunter to be your leader because the only talents that matter are the leader talents. The leader being the hero on the left of your march. And this talent here, Perfect Policy, reduces stamina consumed when attacking zombies by 10. Also this, Fatal Attack, increases squad's skill damage to zombies by I think it's like 15% when that's fully leveled up. So you've got a bunch of good stuff over here on this tree that you need for zombie hunting. So now that we've got her, we can go back here and we're going to clear this with no problem at all. That I can guarantee you. We're going to put her smack dab right in the middle. Now we have a huge advantage in this fight. You're going to watch the difference from the first time we went in here to now. It's not even going to be comparable. With Cynthia in here, at the level she's at, and the strength that she has, compared to Michelle, who was in there before, it's going to be night and day. And I probably could have got that, but since I wasn't paying attention, and boom, before the guy could even get to us, he's already down, and that's the end of the level. Cynthia, Calamity, 42% damage. Ian McFadden with a respectable 32% damage dealt. Samuel with a massive 100% of the damage taken. So, racist zombies. God damn, man. That's unbelievable. 100% of the damage taken. Maybe we got to get him out of there. So we got 3 more search maps. We're going to unlock this here. And this is interesting. So we're going to examine this person. They want us to take them in. They're safe. We're going to take them in, recruit that guy. And we are going to go to Survivor Rescue. We're going to unlock these guys here. Oh, we just got a legendary Henry there. So Henry is on our team now. I thought we had quick recruit, but I guess that's not available yet, where you're able to recruit them all at the same time. We already had Jack, apparently. And those survivors do absolutely nothing for you until you can actually get them onto... This is why I don't understand why they're even available. Until you can get the tactical team, which is not until shelter level 21, they do nothing for you. They're just sitting there doing nothing. So, I mean, I guess they do a little bit. If I actually look at them here, it looks like they're actually doing some stuff here. Apparently, we have all these stats here on the right. But they get extra bonus stats once you put them onto the tactical team. So I guess that's where I went wrong. So they do have a little bit of a... They do play a little bit of a role, but their role is pretty much insignificant at the moment. I'm just going to keep leveling stuff up. That's free. As long as it's free to level up, I'm going to level it up. And the nice thing about having the Alliance is that it's all going to be instant. Until we get to about an hour of level up time, it's all going to be instant. So I can pretty much just level everything up for free. It's going to take absolutely no time whatsoever. Level this up. Free, free, free. Same thing here. Free, 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 free. That's like my favorite word, dude. Free. That's your favorite word in this type of a game, right? Free. I leveled that up for 1 gem. 1 gem. What a bargain. So I'm just going to go ahead and level everything up. 1 gem. I can probably level up my stronghold again here since I just leveled up a bunch of stuff. In fact, no, that was a lie. So we'll unlock the rider barracks. We'll level that up. And then we'll probably be able to upgrade the stronghold. I just used more gems. Not a big deal. So we'll level this up. We'll let the the help come in, and then we'll boom. Do that. Go to the overview. More stuff. Now they want me to do the research lab, so I gotta unlock the research lab. Level this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom, done. Level it up. And check this. And ride your barracks. Level it up. And we are gonna have a level 8 stronghold very shortly here. I don't think we have room for the hospital unless I make space. If I make space, I think we might be able to fit it in. Okay, so we got our first hospital here. And what does that bring us to? 106. Alright, so we're going to produce a farm. Going to level it up until it's not free, and then we're going to just keep leveling it up. Okay, they want me to produce a lumber yard, so we're going to do another lumber yard. Pretty self-explanatory, right? Just pretty much speed running this. I'm not spending a lot of time on the zombie missions right now. I'm just focused on the stronghold. Stronghold is always your first priority. Always use your speed ups. Don't worry about top commander. Don't worry about any of that. Just get your stronghold leveled up as fast as possible. Engine barracks are important. However, we need more space. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to collect all this stuff here. And this is where I believe that the click claim all button would be really helpful instead of having a... But I think the reason they keep it this way is they want you to see what you're actually being rewarded for. That's the only reason I can think that they would even have this here in the first place. Man, there's a lot of stuff to collect here. We did so many side missions. Holy man. Okay, so we're getting search maps from those side missions. Hold on to those search maps. You can use a couple of them, but make sure you hold on to like 5 of them, I would say. Try to hold on to at least 5 advanced search maps at all times. And try to hold on to like 10 regular search maps at all times. And again, this is just early game stuff. I'm only talking about early game. I'm not talking about any other part of the game here. I'm just talking about farm, and that's it. I'm not talking about main account or any of that. Just farm. Okay, so Liam's wanting to talk. I'm wanting to ignore, so I'm just going to keep going here. I already know what I'm doing. And yeah, we're going to keep going. So let's see here. We've got the research lab. We can level that up and speed that up. Now this is the point in the game where you actually have to start caring about what you're leveling up. The reason I say that is because we don't want to be leveling up anything that doesn't need to be leveled up. At the moment, it needs to be leveled up. Here's more free stuff you can collect. More free stuff. This is a very good, actually, section to go and collect once you reach a certain level of shelter. I think level 8 or level 7. And that just increased our gem count quite a bit. And I mean a lot. By a lot, I mean like a lot. So now we have 8,000 gems. 32 advanced search maps, just from that collection alone. That's really important. So we're going to search for 10 more here. I'm probably going to bring this down to 10. We just unlocked John Sunderland. He's usable. We got a lot of stuff here. Okay, so we got Peggy. Peggy's a very good zombie hunter. And definitely somebody that you would consider leveling up immediately. Or as I should say, as soon as humanly possible. Park Dong Wook, the GOAT for Rider Elite Heroes. He's good in every game mode. You can use him in every game mode, so definitely somebody you want to consider. He's good in Water War. He's good in Bounty Ground. He's good in the field. He's good everywhere. He's good at zombie killing. He has a zombie hunter tree, so he can be one of your zombie leads. You could pair him with Cynthia Calamity if you want as well, which is really nice. But yeah, I think we'll leave it at that for now. So we finally recruited Dong Park and a bunch of other good heroes as well. And now we're going to start snowballing. You're going to start seeing a lot of stuff happening here all at the same time. But the main thing here is getting our Cynthia up as high as humanly possible and getting this talent here unlocked. The Zombie Hunter talent. And now we're going to go up the right side of that tree. We're going to put more stars on. And we're going to get her star level up as high as possible. There's other heroes that can be leveled up now as well, like Dong Park. Even if you don't have riders as your main troop type, all the more reason to fully max Dong Park. First of all, he's only using elite hero fragments, which is really nice. So he's cheaper to max. And secondly, he's usable even without strength. Most of his strength comes from his speed and his zombie killing prowess. So he's a very good hero to max in this sense. So that's one that I would take immediately. Another one I would consider to take immediately is this one here, Peggy. She used to have her own battle manuals. I'm not sure if she does anymore. She also has a zombie hunter tree. So she could be the zombie hunter main of your third march. Or even your first march if you really wanted. By the time I hit tier 4s, I was doing level 4 hive minds with this hero as my lead hero. In one of my first alliances. So she's capable of a lot of stuff. So keep that in mind. Very, very solid hero. Let's see here. Let's get Dong Park's skills. Who's better, Dong Park or Peggy? That's a very good question. I would say Dong Park greater than all elite heroes. Yes, I just said it, folks. This is the best elite hero in the game. For any troop type, any main, of any account. You guys can disagree with me all you want in the comments. This guy is the best hero for every game mode that's PvE related. I'm talking about Water War, Bounty Ground. He's good in, even in early game Archipelago Raid. If you're a rider main, you can use this guy in the field and fight against other tier 4 troops and stuff like that. He's good at chasing people down and running away from danger. So he's a very big threat, and definitely one that you want to get maxed ASAP if you're wanting fast progression. So I still use him on my main account, actually. I just phased him out, though, out of most of my PvP stuff. He doesn't get used in my PvP stuff anymore, for the most part. So we just got into Arena. You definitely want to set your Arena teams. At the beginning, it really doesn't matter. The main thing is just getting the battles in. Doesn't matter if you win or lose. That's not the point. The point is just get your battles done. You'll get free resources. Yes, if you can win, better, obviously. But just like, it's obviously like we don't even have troops trained yet. We're on tier 1 troops. Just get those battles in. Start collecting those demise dimes. And that's it. Do that every day. It's mostly just about collecting red dots at this point. But there was something more. There was one last thing more here that I wanted to do before ending today's video. I want to see how far we can get in that zombie game mode now that we have all these guys unlocked. We got a pretty insane lineup with all those search maps that we just got for free. So let's see here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. Yeah, okay, I'm going to go here. So we're going to go do the zombie game mode now. We're going to take Samuel out. He got abused last time. Racist zombies. I don't know why they dealt 100% damage to him. So we're going to take him out. We're going to put Dong Park in. We're going to take Edward out, and we're going to put Peggy in. So ideally in the back line, you want to have guys that have these bullets. They're the damage dealers. They deal damage from range. And then you want to have the guys with the defense, the shields up in the front, and they will tank most of the damage. Always hit refill troops. So it's just this little box in the corner. You can click that, and then you can click refill troops. It'll fill up the troops to the most troops that you possibly have in your inventory. So always want to do that. And look at that. So we have 2 robots now. Those are Cynthia Calamity guns right here. Those are coming from her. So Dong Park has a shield, looks like. But looks like we're doing some pretty steady damage now. Some pretty stable. Was that a... What the hell was that? I saw like some orb come out. I don't think we're going to be able to get this. So we'll just back off that. And yeah, we're well on our way. I mean, we're so far ahead of schedule right now, honestly, because of that. Because we just got 32 free advanced search maps. Advanced search maps are your best friend in the early game, okay, folks? Like, they are literally your bread and butter. The more advanced search maps you get, the better. Alright, so I just got more troops, so I'll remember to refill those troops. And keep going. Anytime I get troops, I'm gonna put refill troops. And honestly, dude, they made this game mode so easy that it's pretty hard to lose. And that's kind of good, honestly. I didn't want this to be too hard. I felt like the last one might have been a little bit too hard to progress through. But this one seems, well, maybe it was also the fact that I had 0 game knowledge as well. The last time I started playing this, the first time I played this game, I did not watch YouTube videos on how to play the game. I did everything myself. Do I regret that? A little bit. I think I wasted a lot of money at the beginning on things that I didn't need to buy. So I definitely regret that decision to ego my way through the game and not take anyone's advice. Alright, so we got more Nora stuff here. I didn't even know that there's spots left to do. So there's 3 more spots that we have to do. So this is pretty much the main, this can be your main lineup. These 5 here, remember I talked about in yesterday's video that you want to develop your main 5 starting lineup as quickly as possible? Well, this can be your main 5 that you take all the way through this game mode here. Charlie, Park, Dong, Wook, Cynthia Calamity, Liam McFadden, and Peggy. Mark that down in your notebook, because those are the ones that can easily get you through this entire game mode without spending a dime. I'm going to show you guys something else as well. In fact, let me show it to you right now. So there's something here down at the bottom left. It says Daily Aid. Click that. If you're stuck on a mission, you can get help from someone. So I'm going to take help from my main account here. Let's take out Peggy and we'll put in Rubina. So let's just take out everybody and just use Rubina. This is from my main account. This is my fully maxed Rubina. This is funny. I don't know what we're doing there. I don't even think we need that, honestly. We got troops now. So she's dealing so much damage here. Like, she could just solo this entire thing. She doesn't need that. Don't need none of those power-ups. She's already 20 million times more powerful than any of those heroes that I was just using. Like, she basically just breathes on these, and they're dead. Like, instantly dead. So, that's it. Just like that. In case you're struggling on a level, that's how you can get through the level. Let's check this guy here. Oh, he's infected. Alright, we're going to exile you. I don't generally like killing people, even though I'm playing a war game. Just killing random civilians doesn't really tickle my fancy. But we are progressing, and we will progress very fast here. So we got Cynthia Calamity and Catherine Calamity. So we're going to use them for this level here. They're on a free trial. I think this is the fully maxed Cynthia Calamity, by the way. So this is not my Cynthia Calamity. This is the maxed, fully maxed Catherine and Cynthia Calamity. Again, it seems nice, right? Oh, that's nice. They're letting you use free Cynthia Calamity and Catherine. No, it's not. They're trying to get you to buy these heroes. They really want you to buy the fragments for these heroes. And this is their way to make you think that, though, these are the best heroes in the game. When really they're not. Like, yes, they're good in this game mode that you're only going to play for like a week and then never return to. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that they're not good heroes, but what I'm saying is there's better heroes to invest money in. That's all I'm trying to say. First of all, Cynthia Calamity is a free hero. You can get all of her fragments for free. And Catherine Calamity is not a good hero unless you have the skin for her, which costs $600. Last time I checked. Unless they have a deal for new people where you can get her skin for cheaper, which I think they do now, she is a very expensive hero to fully max in comparison to other heroes. Yeah, and they're gonna offer you a Cynthia Calamity pack probably every 5 minutes. Again, it's one of the least favorite parts of playing the game is, you know, that stuff. Getting offered to buy stuff that you've already declined like 17 times. So that's probably my least favorite part of playing these gacha games, if I had to be honest. Another one of my least favorite parts here, clicking on all this random crap. I'm just clicking on stuff at this point. I don't even know what I'm clicking on, but I'm clicking on it, and we're getting it. Anything with a red dot is worth clicking on, especially if it's free. So there we go. We got more. I'm playing on the PC, so I'm going to get extra rewards for playing on the PC. And what else here? What else? Okay, so here we go. We can put down the engine barracks right here. For some reason, my nose is like extremely itchy today. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Now I can level up the stronghold, right? Oh no, they want to produce another farm. So I gotta get 30 more levels of construction. Man, everything can be leveled up for free. Still, all these things can be leveled up for free. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. I'm going to level this up for free. Well, it's pretty much free. See, I made a little mistake there. That shouldn't have been leveled up. This can get leveled up. I'm going to waste a lot of speed ups here on stuff that doesn't need to be leveled up. Not looking to do that. I'm just looking to get this stuff here leveled up that can be leveled up. So it's pretty easy once you know what the buildings look like. That was probably one of my hardest things to learn at the beginning of the game, was what does each building look like? Because especially when they're all scattered about like this, it's hard to remember exactly what buildings you have as well. When you're brand new to the game, that could be another pain point, is you're like, what building needs to be leveled up? I can't freaking see which one it is. This here, recommended, is really good for... So I can now level up the stronghold. 9 hours and 13 minutes. Let's go ahead and quick use all the speed ups again. Boom, we have a level 9 stronghold. So I played the game for just under an hour, and well, maybe 2 hours. So just under 2 hours, and I already have a level 9 stronghold. Was that a level 9 stronghold or a level 10 stronghold? I can't remember. Level 9 stronghold. Level 9 stronghold achieved. And we're going to get a bunch more claims here. Claim, claim, claim. And this is kind of the point where I might need to start fishing resources from one of my other accounts. Now, I'm not going to do it until absolutely necessary, if I wasn't doing a video, but for the purposes of the video, as soon as we start the next video, I will load up my farm with resources from one of my other accounts so that we don't get delayed. So now the goal is to make the research lab level 9, So I already put an extra level on it on the last one, so that was a good thing. So there we go. The research lab is now level 9. And the infantry barracks only need to be leveled up twice, so there's one. Thankfully I have a lot of speed ups. And my alliance is helping me a lot, so there's the infantry barracks to level 9. Now I can do this. They want me to make another hospital. Okay, I can't do that. So let's go ahead and get it to stronghold level 10 and then we'll end the video here. So I don't think it's going to be all that hard, honestly. I think we're just going to skim through now. So here we are there. Let me level up some of these other guys here too. This guy can be leveled up. He has his own battle manuals, for God's sakes. So we'll level him up to 15. His talents might not matter all that much because he's probably, if anything, going to be an alternative to Peggy. Okay, we got a skill we can level up. That's nice. Let's see here. Can put some stars on him, although I'm going to save those stars for Peggy or Dong Wook. Dong Wook and then Peggy would be my priority of getting fighters maxed. Once our fighters get us through to the point where we can unlock the whole stronghold, then we can start focusing on our farmers pretty much immediately. But for now, we're just focusing on our fighters. So our team of 5, right? Which is going to be, rounding out the pack is going to be Charlie. The reason I say Charlie is because he's a very good zombie killer. So I'm going to use 6 stars on him and get him to rank 2. And that'll be fine. I'll probably go up this tree and go and get this rage too. So never a bad idea to get rage for your heroes. So right now we got all our heroes 15, 15, 15, and then our 2 main heroes at 24. Probably level that to 25. Maybe even higher. And I think we have enough to pretty much get pretty far with what we have now. So let's go ahead and add troops. 2908. That's a lot of troops. This is probably the point in the game where you might want to start training some troops as well. It's never a bad time to start training troops. So yeah, once we're done this level, we'll go train some troops. The basic premise is always make sure that your training queues are filled up, like they're training troops. They're actively training troops and not just sitting there doing nothing. And that there's always a building that you're leveling up, whether it's your stronghold or your, one of your farms or something like that, one of your research lab or something like that. Always make sure that something's in the queue getting leveled up. And we'll start that right now. I'll put my money where my mouth is and we'll do that right now. So we'll level up our ranged barracks, level up our rider barracks, and that can be our queue for that. So our rider barracks are being leveled up. It'll take 2 hours for them. And I can put another building down here now. I can put a store. Although we could have used the store right at the beginning of the game. Don't really need it now, but it would have been so much more helpful right when the game began, but that's okay. Not a big deal, because now we have almost 9,000 gems and didn't need to spend any gems yet in the store. So let's see here. What was I going to do? I was going to start training troops. That's right. So you go click on your barracks, and I can only train 180 troops at a time. That's not a big deal, so I'll train them. There's engines here. Train them. And then just keep going down the road and getting these free rewards. I'm pretty sure one of the reasons they made... Okay, well, let me just... While we're doing this boring stuff, I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I think they changed from Lewis to Cynthia Calamity as your main PlayStation hero that you unlock first in the game. Reason number 1. Because she pairs with Catherine Calamity, the pay-to-win hero, the other one that I was telling you about, the one that they're offering for 99 gold, they pair together. And Catherine Calamity actually has an ability that only works if if Cynthia Calamity is on the team. So I think that's the main reason, is they want to get you paying for the game. They want you paying and playing the game. The secondary reason is Lewis in this game mode here, I don't think is as good as Cynthia Calamity in this very game mode here. So they want to give you the new player experience, the best first impression humanly possible. And I don't think they could have done that if they gave you Lewis for this game mode, because his fire rate for this game mode is not as good as Cynthia's. Cynthia has one of the best fire rates in the game for this game mode. Lewis just shoots like one bullet and it's not very good. So another one is, I think she's just an overall better hero. For PvE content, she has the zombie hunter tree, which is very important for a new player to give them a good hero that has a zombie hunter tree in the talent tree. And overall, I think for your average player, I think that Cynthia Calamity is just a better overall hero. For your average low spend free-to-play player, she's going to excel in those types of accounts much more than a Lewis ever would. Lewis is just a ranged hero. Most people only use Lewis as a garrison hero. And most new players, let's be honest, are not going to be doing any garrisoning for their alliances anytime soon. Although Cynthia Calamity can come out and make a difference almost immediately for your account and continue to make an impact for your account. She's basically the legendary version of Dong Park or Park Dong Wook or whatever. She's much better than him. So, and he's very good. So the two of them together are a very solid pairing, and they can get you through a lot of content that Lewis could never get you through. So I think for those reasons alone, Cynthia Calamity is just a better option for new players to unlock first. Am I saying that Lewis is bad? No, I'm not saying that Lewis is bad. I'm just saying that for PvE purposes and early game low spend purposes, which is what most players are going to do, they're going to be low spenders in this game or no spenders. Cynthia Calamity just does the trick for those types of accounts much more than a Lewis ever would. So the only real life application Lewis would ever have in this type of a game, at this point in the game, at this stage in the game, the only fit for him is in the garrison. So that's the only time you'll ever see him being used, other than maybe the odd time in the field when they have nobody else to put in. But other than that, like, he's not your first choice. Like, people don't wake up and be like, I'm going to go build out a Lewis today. No, they wake up and say, oh, I'm going to build out a Sophie, or I'm going to go build out a Spectra, or I'm going to go build out a Jack Brawny. You know what I mean? They don't wake up and say, I'm going to build out a Lewis today. Like, that's not what anybody says, dude. So the Lewis meta is pretty much gone and over with. You know, there's a lot more options out there today for most people. And I think I speak for most people when I say that Lewis is just outdated. He's still good, but most of those players, most of the area that he's good in, most players will never be able to use him in that area. So they're just, because they're going to join alliances where somebody already has him plus a transcended Ethan, right? Or a transcended, you know, whatever, like Julia or Sophie or something like that, right? So whatever the case may be, right? You know what I mean? It's just, it's irrelevant. Unless you're coming into the game and spending a ton of money and, you know, building up your hero equipment, building up your armaments super, super fast, there's really no place in the game for a new player to be needing to build out a Lewis right at the beginning of the game. It's just, those days never needed to happen to begin with. Those days are gone and over with. And I think IGG has recognized that, and I think that's good on them for recognizing that. But I think those are secondary and tertiary reasons. I think that the 90% of the reason why they did this is for the pairing of Catherine and Cynthia Calamity, right? Those are like those ladies are the face of the game. I mean, they're in every commercial, every advertisement for the game has those two heroes in it. Every cutscene, you know what I mean, has those two heroes in it. Again, another reason why I'm just so confused why they made Nora the main focus of this game. It really makes no sense. Yes, she's very good looking, and I appreciate that they actually made a good looking hero. A lot of people will disagree with me and say, oh, she looks trashy, she looks slutty. Say what you want, you know, sure. She looks slutty, but I don't mind that. You know what I mean? Slutty, not such a bad thing, man. You know what I mean? I don't mind that. So I'd rather her look, I'd rather her look good than look like some of the other heroes I see in this game. So that's all I got to say about that. So let's see here. What can we put? They want us to put more buildings down. So let's put the bulletin board over here. Shipment center can go down right here. Move this over here. Move this over here. Okay, so let's take a look at our progress here. So we basically just need to unlock all this side now, and our stronghold's pretty much fully unlocked. Battle center here. Hospital. Again, the hospital is not able to be completed, so we'll collect this. We'll help one more time, and I think this is the last help before she really starts to get scantily clad on us. You think it's bad now. Just wait a minute. Just wait 1 minute. Now she's in the shower. And she's completely naked now, so they want us to collect Nora's clothes. We want to get her clothes so we can put her clothes back on. It's funny. They got sexual innuendos left, right, and center in this game, but you're not allowed to say fuck. You're not allowed to say shit. You're not allowed to say ass. You're not allowed to say damn in the world chat. But you've got a fully naked woman in the shower trying to seduce you, and that's okay. Make that make sense. I don't care. I'm all for it. I'm all for a fully naked woman trying to seduce me in the shower. But as far as not being able to swear in the world chat, that's a whole completely different topic of conversation for me. Anyone that knows me knows I got a pretty big potty mouth, and I don't like being censored in what's supposed to be an 18 plus game. Censor my words? Not cool. But that's just my opinion. But then you've got all these people coming into the chat and being racist, being sexist, and openly so, like just trying to insult people. They're out there to hurt people, they're out there to piss people off, to rage bait people, and they can say whatever they want, There's ways to get around using the words fucking shit in every sentence. And they figured out how to do it, They're master trolls. But I'm not allowed to swear in the chat, even after spending thousands of dollars on the game. I'm not allowed to swear in the chat. Alright, so we finally got enough space to put down the hospital here. And we are just cruising through this. I'm not even paying attention. That's how you know your team is really strong. I don't even have to pay attention to this anymore. And we've got a level 1 drone now as well, which is going to just keep getting stronger and stronger as we go through. So it's going to do AoE damage every few seconds, like a skill. Once that meter fills up to full, we are going to be getting drone damage, which is really nice. And these zombies are no match for this team. I've handpicked the 5 best starting 5 for you guys in the game. For any level of spending, this is all you need to get through the early game. These 5 heroes right here. The reason that Charlie and Liam McFadden are so good to use is because not only are they decently good zombie killers, but they also have their own battle manuals, which means you can level them up with their own battle manuals that can only be used on them. Now, not every hero gets their own battle manuals. Cynthia does, I believe. Cynthia gets her own, if I'm not mistaken. Peggy used to. I'm not sure if she still does, but I'm pretty sure she does. There's other heroes that do as well. Like, we'll run into this hero here in a bit. This is another legendary hero that we're going to get pretty early into the game. This guy right here, Jaden. Although I wouldn't recommend going insane and investing a lot into this guy, he is a pretty good early game option because he does get his own battle manuals and his own hero fragments from the Z-Virus campaign event. Although it does take a frickin' long time to get him fully maxed. And I only recommend trying to fully max one legendary hero at a time. Anything more than that is going to just spread your resources way too thin, especially when we're talking about things like legendary hero fragments and legendary hero badges and stuff like that. Those gold stars and those puzzle looking things. Those are very hard to come across unless you're a big spender. And like I said before, we're not going to be spending any money on our farms, so there's no point in investing in any more than one legendary hero at a time, which I believe should be the main hero that you plan on using. So if you're an infantry main, even a ranged main, for your farm, whatever you choose it to be, that's completely up to you. I would still recommend, and this is going to be a little controversial, but I would still recommend getting Cynthia leveled up and fully maxed because A, it's a farm, and B, because she's very, very good. She doesn't need a lot of power to be good. You just need to max her skills, max her talent tree, max her stars, and she's very good. Once you start getting the right gear on her, which is speedy gear, she becomes insane, which enables you to start doing things like water war, bounty ground quicker than a lot of other people would be able to because they didn't level up the fast heroes. The two best budget heroes in the game for those game modes to level up early is Cynthia Calamity and Park Dong Wook. Regardless of what troop type you have as a main. So it doesn't matter if you're a rider main, if you're a infantry main, or if you're a ranged main, they're still going to be your best options for those game modes, regardless of the fact. Because in those game modes, all you need is speed. So those are the ones you're going to be wanting to go for. So we just got some clothes here for our little friend, Nora. She finally put shoes on. Okay, so she got shoes. She could have come out of the shower in just her shoes. I mean, I wouldn't have complained, but I guess there's a lot of other people that might have complained about that. I wouldn't have complained. I'm pretty sure I could just go ahead and get level 10 Stronghold right now, actually. I just screwed up. Not to worry. We got the drones. We got the firepower. We're all good. Okay, so let's take this stronghold and move it over here. I like to keep the stronghold over here anyway. So let's start leveling stuff up. Okay, speed up this and level this up. Okay, I wish it would show me where it says right here. It's faster if you do it here this way, but not much faster. Really hope I can get this. So basically anything with an arrow on it can be leveled up. Anything with an arrow. We're just going for level up points at this point. I'm just following this recommended chart here. There's nothing wrong with following the recommended chart, honestly. Like I said, you could just follow the recommended stuff in this game and you'll have absolutely no issues. That should do it. Now we should be able to level up the stronghold. 17 hours. And it's done. There we go. Level 10 Stronghold in under 2 hours. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright guys, well like I said, I was just going to do up to level 10 Stronghold. That's all that's going to be for today's video. If you're still somehow here, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe button. It really helps grow the channel. I appreciate that so much. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys thought of the video. And let me know what your starting 5 heroes would be. If you were to pick any 5 starting heroes, no matter what rarity they would be, like ones that are commonly available to people, would it be the same 5 that I chose here today, or would it be a different 5? You guys let me know in the comment section. With that, I'm getting out of here for today. My name is Andrew. This is Black Dragon Studios. This has been another episode of Ultimate Farm Tutorial for Doomsday Last Survivors, and I will see you all in the next one in part 3. Peace.